Hi and welcome to Live with Joy and good morning. I'm going to give it a few moments once again for everybody to start to find that post, and then we will go over what we're going to be doing today. You are going to need your mat and you're going to need some weights, and I'll go into more details as we start to get everybody to come on. And as you can see, let me remind you of what we're doing this week. This week we are blasting different areas of the body each day, depending on what we are doing. Yesterday we had that lower body blast, so it was all about that lower body and blasting that area of the body. Today we're doing the complete opposite, which is an upper body blast. So we are going to hit all those muscles from above, in the arms, in the back, in the chest, and we're going to blast that upper body today with our exercises. So it's a little bit more strength driven today, not as much cardio, because we're not putting those cardio elements in. We kind of do that when we're doing the lower body, going with that power. Today, we're going to be doing 2 weighted exercises back to back in each circuit. We have 3 exercises just like yesterday and 4 circuits. Each circuit is going to consist of 2 weighted exercises. So you're going to need your dumbbells and then 1 body weight exercise. And I have a 5-second transition in between the 2 weighted ones because there's not that much transition time. And between the weighted and then our body weights, in order to get into our position on the floor or using our elevated surface, you have 10 seconds to get into position and then 10 seconds to also get back up. We've got 3 sets of everything today. So again, each circuit is going to consist of 2 weighted exercises and 1 body weight. Now I have my ottoman here to show you how you can use your elevated couch if you're not comfortable coming onto that floor for that weighted work. The last circuit though, we are coming on the ground for that weighted work as well, because we want to hit that chest. And in order to hit that chest, we want to do some presses and some flies, because that's the best way to hit that chest from the floor, or from, you can lay on your couch, or if you have a bench or something like that, you can use that as well, okay? But for the first 3 circuits, while we're on our feet, if you don't feel like coming to the floor, again, you can just use that elevated surface. I'll show you the options using that. And as always, with that body weight work, where we're in those plank positions, you can also just focus on holding that plank, working on getting that strong before adding the movement to it. But again, think about what we're working today, which is the upper body. So when you're holding those planks, if you're not moving, think about how strong and long and steady those arms are, really contracting through those arms that are holding you. Don't forget about the rest of your body. Of course, you've got to engage that core and also the muscles of the lower body, but you want to really think about how activated that upper body is, since that is going to be our focus today. So if you're just holding those planks, think about how activated they are while you're holding your body in that position. Really think about that upper body contracting and holding your weight. And then if you can, add some of that movement here and there if you can. And if not, again, just holding that plank is completely fine, okay? All right, so you're gonna need your dumbbells. You're gonna need a mat. We're coming to the floor for that last circuit. Or again, you can lie on a bed or a couch or a bench, something elevated if you need to. If you have a step, an ottoman, something like that is also fine. If you need assistance coming to the floor, just take your mat next to a couch or something like that. Get yourself down. We're only gonna stay down for that last circuit, but we'll be up and down for the other circuits. And again, elevated surface, totally fine. Dumbbells, mat, and if you're using a couch or a padded chair, you can use that as well. All right, so before we're gonna get started with our warm-up, and then before we get started with our circuits, I'll show you the 3 exercises and preview them. But for now, just gotta get that body warm and ready to go before you even hit those circuits. Shoulders down and back, open up that chest, engage your center, and march it out right and left. Keep your body nice and tall. Think about that big posture throughout. For 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, heel across to the front, little push. Think about really moving those arms with that warm up. 8 more right here. Press it forward. 4, 3, 2, step, touch. Take it side, side. 8 more. 8. 4, 3, 2. Reach across and tap. Reach. 8 more. 8. 4, 3, 2. Reach it overhead. Up. Really reach. Think about that arm movement. 8 more right here. Reach it up. 4, 3, 2. Back across. Reach it. 8 more. 8. 4, 3, 2. Hamstring curl and pull. Think about big arms here. Reach and pull it back. 8 more times. 8. 4, 3, 2. Knees to the front and pull down. Really reach and pull. Big arm movements to warm up that upper body for 8. 4, 3, 2. Back to the hamstrings and pull. Last 4, 3, 2. Reach, cross, and tap for 8. 4, 3, 2. Reach it overhead, up. 4, 3, 2. Back across. Reach it. 4, 3, 2. Step, touch, and press. 4, 3, 2. Heel forward and push. 4, 3, 2. March at center. Right and left. Keep marching. Roll those shoulders back. Roll. 3 more. 2 more. Take those legs out wide and hold. Hands on those thighs and hinge forward with a flat back. Hold there and roll it up halfway. Stretch that spine. Hold for a moment. Take that flat back down and roll it all the way up. Allow that head to come up last and roll those shoulders back. All right, watch me. We're going to grab our dumbbells. We're going to do back and biceps. So these are some heavier, stronger muscles. So I'm going to go with my 10-pound weights here. Shoulders down and back. Hinge forward. We're going to go for that rotating row. For that first move, squeezing and retracting the back. Come on up. And then you've got hammer curls right here for set number 2. All right, then the weights are going to come down. You're either going to come to the floor. Let me show you from your elevated surface. If you're doing it from your couch, you've got shoulder taps. Okay, from the floor, you've got options on all fours. Okay, walking the knees back, but staying on the knees. Or lifting, just like we did yesterday. Shoulder taps here. You've got those 3 different options on the floor. And you've also got the option for that elevated surface. Let's start by grabbing your weights, hinge forward, shoulders down and back. Make sure you're not rounded here, but you're open with that chest. Back is retracted, shoulders are back in position. Rotate and pull and really squeeze those shoulder blades as you come up with those elbows. Get set and go. 3 sets. You are on the clock right now with those rotating rows. And again, depending on the weight that you have, that's going to decide your pace and also how you're feeling. If you have light weights, you can go a little bit faster. If you have heavy weights, you might want to go a little bit slower. So you're going to take it at your own pace based on the weight that you have. Same thing with range of motion, based on the weight you have, based on how you feel. Good. Get your last one in. Come on up. Weights come to the side. And then you're into those hammer curls. Almost immediately, you're on the clock now for 30 seconds. Engage that center. Then you're going to hit that upper body with that body weight move of shoulder taps. Engage your center and breathe. Again, if you got lighter weights, you could be going faster. I'm going to go slow since I've got some heavier weights for these 2 weighted exercises. Get your last one in. Get your weights down. Make sure they're out of your way from wherever you're using your surface. Remember, on the couch, shoulder taps elevated, or from the floor. On all fours. Walk the knees back to make it harder. Come up to the toes to make it even harder. And really take your time with those shoulder taps. Engaging that center. Good. If you're just holding your plank, which you could be doing, think about how long and strong those arms are. Think about how contracted they can be to hold you in position. Lift your chest up and away from that floor or that couch. Good, get that last one in. Make your way up, you got 10 seconds to do so. Grabbing back your weights. Setting your position, weights in the front, hinge forward. Shoulders down and back. And right here. Engage that back as you bring those elbows up. Squeeze and contract those back muscles. Keep that chin off of that chest as well. You want space between your chin and your chest. Get that last one in. Make your way up. Weights come to the side. You're right into those hammer curls for that second set. Engage that center. Remember, there's 3 sets of everything today in each one of those circuits. 3 sets, 3 exercises. Good, get that last one in. Use your elevated surface, your couch, ottoman, a chair if you choose. Otherwise on all fours, or walk back, or come into that full plank and tap your shoulders. Right here. Think about that strong upper body, really contracting through those arms. Lift that chest up and away from the floor or that couch. Don't allow your arms to bend or sink. That upper body to sink down towards that floor or couch. Keep lifting that chest up and away. At the same time, holding your position, tapping the shoulders if you can. Good, one more set of all 3, starting with those rows. So come on down and grab those weights. Come on up, bring them to the front. Hinge forward, rotate, pull, and squeeze, and retract those shoulder blades back. Keep that chin off that chest, hold that good posture right here. Last and final set of this circuit in your first 3 exercises. Good, finish up your final one. Make your way up and into those hammer curls. Engage your center and breathe. Make sure if you've got lighter weights and you're working with speed, you're not working with just your momentum. Make sure you're still in control of the move. You're placing it up. You're placing it back down. Good. And again, from that elevated couch, ottoman, chair, or coming to the ground. All fours, walking it back to make it harder on the knees, lifting into that full plank, shoulder taps, or simply holding that plank if that is too much. If you need to hold the forearm plank to get off of your wrist at any point, that's fine too. Good, come on up. If you need water, go ahead and get it. There's no break from the upper body. We're gonna go right into our next circuit, which I'm gonna use 5 pounds for. We're working some shoulders and we're working triceps. So we're gonna do that overhead press right here. You're gonna keep it narrow, right in front of the body, looking like this, okay? If you need, you can go one at a time. If you can't come all the way up, you can get a little press here, okay? Then hinge forward, elbows up, and we're going for double kickbacks, which is why I'm gonna stick with 5-pound weights, okay? Then from your elevated surface, or your floor, we're doing plank ups. We're gonna go right down and up, and then left. You gotta alternate because you've got 3 sets, so it's not gonna be even if you do 1 lead per set, okay? On the floor, okay, you can be on all fours here, walking these back to make it harder, or come up into that full plank, okay? Alternate, right lead, and left lead. All right, let's grab your weights. First exercise is coming up and over that head, or a little push if you can't come all the way up. 1 at a time if you need to. Get set, and go. Right here. Double press overhead. Engage that center. Make sure that you're not allowing those hips to push forward. Pulling back in place by engaging that center. Keeping those hips right underneath those shoulders. Breathe. Strong center. Good. Get that last one in. And then hinge forward, elbows up as high as you can. So already that back is retracted right there. And then you kick back using the back of those arms. Stop the weight somewhere by your hip. Try not to come in too far with those weights. Really isolate the back of those arms here for those tricep kickbacks. Keep that chin off the chest. Don't tuck that chin in. Look somewhere down at the floor in front of your body and keep some space between your chin and your chest. Good, nice and easy. You can bring those weights down. From the elevated surface or from the floor, we're coming down and up with that right, and then down and up with that left. Okay, elevated surface a little easier. All fours if you need to right here. Good, stepping back those knees to make it even harder on all fours, or lifting into that full plank here. But again, make sure you come down and up with the right, and then down and up with the left, alternating. Get that nice strong press up, so you're using the back of those arms to really press yourself up from that floor. 10 seconds to make your way up. Grab your weights. Set number 2. Weights in front of the shoulders. Gauge your center and press. Good, right here. And remember, if you can't come all the way up, just right here. I'm gonna come on over to say hi. Good morning, everybody. Hope you are doing well. Keep going, press and reach over that head. Yeah, and again, you don't have to come all the way up. You could be right here, totally fine, right? If you can, working on whatever extension you can get. Neutral position, a little bit easier with the palms facing each other on that press. Hinge forward, get the elbows up, retract those shoulder blades back, and right here, kicking it back. Really engaging that center to hold your position. Again, not tucking that chin in, keeping space between your chin and your chest. And of course, breathing through it. Keep those elbows up, try not to allow them to sink, right, as you get tired. You gotta use those back muscles to hold the elbows up, and then the back of the arm muscles to kick it back. Good. Now, from your elevated surface or from your floor, all fours, walking those knees back on your knees, or in that full plank position. Down with the right, press it up, then down with the left, and press it up. Alternating each time. You can go as slow as you need. You can take a moment, pause it here, or take a moment and pause it here, or stay there if you need to, for the duration of that time. Good, and then making your way up, one more final set. Presses, kickbacks, and those plank ups. Right here, engage that center. Breathe, and go. Up and over that head, right here. Strong shoulders right here. Engage that center. Make sure the hips do not come forward and you're not arching through that lower back. Very important as you raise those weights overhead. Think about what that center is doing. Hinge forward. Elbows up, retract those shoulder blades, so you really want that back to hold those elbows up. And then the back of the arms to extend them. Almost there, final set right here, breathe. Good, nice and easy, come on up. Elevated surface or on that floor. Last set of those plank ups. All fours, walk back onto the knees, lift that full plank, and come down and press it up and alternate that lead arm with every rep. So you even it out on which hand pushes up each time. Okay, simply hold that plank if you need to as well. Good, you guys stay right there. You're almost done, less than 10 seconds. Hang in there. Finish it out right here for circle 2 and halfway through that class. 2 and 1. Get some water, and you're halfway done with that class. We're gonna move on to our third circuit. All right, resetting that clock. And I'm gonna actually go with 3-pound weights for this one. Because I wanna make sure that I have nice range of motion here. Palms are, actually I'm gonna start with a reverse fly. So you're hinging forward and you're coming up. Open and close, which is why I want 3-pound weights, because I want to have a nice range of motion. Same thing here, palms are up. We're going to extend out and in, and that's going to be serving biceps. I'm going light so I can get that nice extension out and in. You can go heavier, you might need to make your movements a little bit smaller. You'll decide. And then, either from the elevated surface of the floor, you got side planks. You're going to rotate. You're going to rotate. And then from the floor, same thing. Now you can be on your knees. Rotate, you got one knee down. Rotate the other knees down. 4, up on that toe. Make it even harder. Really lengthen that arm out and squeeze through that rear shoulder as you reach and extend those arms. Opening up the chest, contracting through the rear shoulder blades, okay? Because that is where we're working for those reverse flies and those side planks. You want to think about rear shoulders, okay? And then right here, biceps, chest working a little bit, forearms, wrists, engaging that center, okay? So first exercise, get ready here, hinging forward, opening up, resisting gravity as you come down in 2 and 1. Reverse flies, you're on the clock right here. Keep those arms nice and long, but you want to keep just a nice soft elbow. So you can have straight arms as long as those arms aren't locked out. So you still want to keep a soft elbow. Keep that chin off that chest, same as those other hinge forward exercises. You want space between that chin and that chest. Good, resist that gravity coming down. Don't just allow those weights to fall. Come on up, rotate, palms up to the ceiling. Extend both of them out. If you do have those heavier weights and you find it easier to go one at a time, you could do that as well, okay? If you got those light weights with me, work on that double movement if you can. As the weights come out, you pull the belly in to keep those hips right where they belong underneath those shoulders. Good, your last one in, and once again, using that elevated surface like a chair or a couch, you're gonna rotate from here, or simply hold that plank, down here, on your knees if you need, one knee, rotate to the other knee and reach, and once again, think about that extension through the arm, okay, on your toes if you can, simply holding a regular plank if you can't move through it yet. Gotta have a strong core to even have this movement happen. So if you need to hold that plank either on your hands or even on your forearms to keep working on that core stretch, that's where you're gonna be. All right, coming back up. Back to those reverse flies. Rear shoulders, hinge forward, and right from here, up. And resist that gravity going down. Don't just allow those arms and weights to fall. Keep that chin off that chest and breathe. Come on up, rotate the palms up, extending out and in. Get wherever you can go, coming right back to your belly with those weights. As you come out, you're not coming any higher than the shoulders with those hands. Pull Pull that belly in as you extend and lengthen those arms out in front of you. Good, get that last one in from your elevated surface, like your couch or your chair, or hitting it on the floor, getting ready for those side planks, either keeping one knee down as you rotate, or coming onto those toes, lengthening up, holding that side plank for a moment, extending through that arm, opening up that chest, squeezing and retracting through that back, right through that rear shoulder, as you lengthen up, and that other arm strongly holding you in a solid side plank position. And one more time, right here, come on up. Grab your weights, your final set, reverse flies, palms face each other, hinge forward. Good, soft elbow. Resist that gravity as you come down. Keep that chin off that chest, all those little reminders. Give them to yourself as you work. Breathe, engage your center, hold your strong position. Make sure the shoulders aren't rounding forward. You're keeping that chest open. Finish up that last one. Bring yourself up, rotate the palms up, extend and lengthen out. Nice and easy coming back in. As you extend out, pull that belly in the opposite direction. Good, you got it, you're almost there. Final set, final rep. Finish it out from your elevated surface or from the floor or those side planks. From the knees or from the toes. Alternate and reach and extend and lengthen. Good, you can get up and get some more if you want. We are going to be staying on the floor now for our next circuit, and I'm going to show you the 3 exercises. So I am going to go with 8, but I'm going to keep 5 close by if I need, okay? I think 8s or even 10s will be fine, but you just want to make sure that it's something you can control. So we're going to separate shoulder width apart. We're going for a narrow press where we keep the arms close to the body, okay? And then we can bring the weights in. I'm going to rotate into a wide press and then back up, okay? So you're going to be going from the narrow to the rotating wide, okay? 30 seconds of each. Then, be sure you guessed it, push-ups. Right here on your knees or on your toes. All right, and if those push-ups are too much, once again, just hold the plank. You can also stay here, get a little bit of a bend, start that process. You can take your chest all the way down. Now see how my hands are up? Push into the floor, maybe I don't go anywhere, but it's gonna start to activate that chest, okay, as I push my hands into the floor. So you don't even have to really get a push-up, just press your hands into the ground. It's gonna activate all those muscles that would do a push-up, okay? All right, so on your back, we're gonna start with that narrow press. Our last circuit right here. Start with the arms up and over those shoulders. Drop them down, bring in the inside of the arms right next to that body and push back up. Go, 30 seconds on that clock. So once again, I'm gonna go with my 8s. I think these are gonna be fine. You could probably even handle 10s for this if you're strong enough. Chest is a stronger muscle, but you always wanna have options. If it gets to be too much, you can always do your next set lighter or heavier based on how you feel in that first set. Good, nice and easy. Press straight up. Good, get your last one in, and then from here, we're gonna rotate into a wide one, and then rotate and press back up with the palms facing each other. Rotate and press. So we're just getting ourselves into that nice wide 90-degree bend, wide, and then rotate and push up. So just that little rotation on this one. Gives it another angle to hit that chest. Good, get that last one in, nice and easy. Lower the weights down, drop them one at a time onto that floor. Rotate over for those push-ups. And again, you decide where you want the placement of those hands, but they should be lined up with your chest. They can be wide, they can be narrow. Rotate the palms out or in. However that push-up works for you. Trying to take that chest all the way down to the floor if you can. You can even hover it and push to make it even harder. Or you can come again to the ground, push, you might not go anywhere, lift the hands up in between each one, but you're gonna activate that chest even if you don't come all the way up. Great way to learn that push-up, activate the muscles that do the push-up, but not how to actually move yourself through it. All right, come on down, grab your weights, back over those shoulders, and keep it close to the body for that first press. Now I'm feeling that chest with those 3 exercises, hitting those chest muscles. Not that other muscles aren't working here. You get a lot of triceps, back of the arms. In this position of that chest press, it's more of a tricep chest press, so you get both the chest and the triceps here. You'll also get some biceps working. And with those push-ups, a lot of those upper body muscles, almost all of them are at work. Go ahead, bring it here. And then we're gonna rotate into that wide press. Just getting that press from another angle, hitting that chest from another angle, and then we finish with those push-ups. You can already feel that fatigue setting in, especially in that chest. With these 3 exercises, back to back, really working that chest. Good, get your last one in. Gently lower down, one weight at a time. Rotate over, and again, you're gonna either start on your knees or your toes. Hands as wide and as close as you want. Make sure they're lined up with that chest. Push yourself up. Good. Hover and push. Or once again, taking it all the way down to your belly and keeping it here and just pressing the hands into the ground. Even if you don't go anywhere, you're still gonna activate that chest. The goal is to maybe eventually push up even a little bit. Maybe eventually get one full one. All right, one more set. And this is where you're gonna really feel that chest having to work. So if you need your lighter weights, go for it. If you think you can manage it, stick with what you have and get that final set of narrow chest press in right here. That last one in, and now we're rotating into that wide one. Back up, right here. 30 seconds on that clock, starting right now. Last and final set. Almost there, let's finish it up. Good, get your last one in. Gently lower down, one weight at a time. Rotate over, and let's get that final set of push-ups in right here. Finish out that circuit with that chest press. On your knees or on your toes. Smaller ranges if you need. Take a rest in between each one if you need. You can even take a little stretch, sitting back on your heels. and then get another one in. You can stretch in between each one if you need. Whatever you need to do, work on it, okay? And remember, belly down right here, pushing the hands into the floor, maybe not going anywhere, but that's okay, still activating that chest. Come on up, let's sit back on those heels. Forehead to the ground, lift those arms up. And lift that head up, walk those hands to one side, really get that stretch to that arm and that side. And walk it over to the other side. And come back to the center, walk those hands forward. And walk it up a little bit. Take one of your arms, thread through, and extend the other arm. If you can, take the side of the head to the floor. If not, you're just here, it's fine. The head doesn't have to be down. If you want to feel that stretch in that rear shoulder of the side that's threaded through. And rise up, extend, take the other arm, thread through with the palm up. And again, rotate, and if you can, side of the head to the ground. If not, just keep it lifted and you're just right here, feeling that stretch in both of those arms. And rise up, good. Lengthen those arms out, forehead to the ground if you can. If not, just wherever that head goes. Good, and come on up. We're gonna walk our hands in. We're gonna allow our bottom to come up and roll yourself all the way up to that standing position. Start to roll those shoulder blades back, facing me, so we can get that final stretch, that upper body in. First, let's take those hands up the thighs, hinge forward with the flat back and hold. Roll it up halfway so we stretch that spine out. Take that flat back down and roll it all the way up. Allow the head to come up last. And then once you come up, roll the shoulder blades back. Interlock the fingers, bring them behind the head or loosely behind the ears. And then open up that chest. Squeeze the back and bring those elbows together. And then open up. 3 more times right here. And open. 2 more times. And open. And 1 more time. Open. Take that right arm across the chest. Press it in, and then bring it up, and take it back, press back. Lengthen those arms up, come down halfway, take the left arm across the chest, press it in. Take the arm up and back, reach back and press back. Lengthen the arms up and come down all the way behind the back, interlocking those arms behind the back, opening up the chest, squeezing and retracting through those shoulder blades. And release. Let's take 2 deep breaths in. Exhale, 1 more time in. Exhale. And you guys are all done. Awesome job today, guys. So we got that upper body blast in. We got that lower blast in yesterday, that lower body blast. Tomorrow, we have a cardio blast. We're gonna work that heart tip tomorrow. We're gonna bring that intensity up and we're gonna keep it up, okay? So you're gonna do the best that you can. I'll give you different options so that if you need to bring those levels up or down, you can, but it's gonna be all about that intensity, all about that cardio, and all about that heart tomorrow, working that muscle of the heart and really working the endurance there, okay? So, again, we had lower body, we had upper body. Tomorrow's gonna be cardio. Thursday, we got core. And on Friday, we've got that full body blast that we're gonna incorporate everything in from the entire week. So awesome job today, guys. Thank you for joining me. Remember, you can save your workout, you can share the workout with others, and you can also come back to this page, click on videos, and do any of the videos that we've done up to this point. They're all there for you and accessible at any time that you'd like them. Awesome work today, guys. Thank you for joining me, and have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.